TDK, what more can I say? If that isn't proof, let me see another tape take that challenge, huh? Of course, a coward. TDK. You know, over 400 audio professionals, not just you, Robin, have taken that test and have flunked. 91% of audio professionals cannot tell the difference between a recording on CD and the same music recorded on TDK essay tape.
94 WISP.
Okay. We're back with the Howard. We'll be back. We'll be back. Yeah, baby. All right, everyone wants to hear the phone call from yesterday. The whole town, all of 15 cities that we're on and are talking about this woman from yesterday. If you didn't hear it, here's your shot.
She was quite special.
She called up. I was saying how glad I was that Imus collapsed his lung and I wish he would die. And she called up saying that I was in a bad mood and she's a psychologist.
Well, she was a psychologist and she had analyzed you and she wanted to share her thoughts about your condition.
Right. So here it is. What is it, Papa Foley?
There's a clinical psychologist on the phone who sort of has an analysis of you. Especially, she feels that this morning you're very troubled.
Oh.
Oh, really? Well, thank you. First of all, I know you're a clinical psychologist, right?
That's true.
Which means you don't know anything. In fact, I'm seeing a psychiatrist.
You had the courage to put me on after what I told John and Gary.
I'm not afraid of you.
But you are so completely troubled today, inwardly.
Why?
And you're using Imus as a whipping boy.
No. He deserves it, woman. And let me tell you something. I am not troubled. I feel great.
You are so troubled, more than usual.
Well, wait a minute.
It's the mere fact that the way you are talking so crazily.
I would not even pay attention to what this woman is saying.
Do her analysis. I want to know what's
not
wrong with you, according to her.
All right, what's wrong with me?
I knew you didn't want to listen to me.
I'm listening to you. Go ahead. The microphone is yours.
Now, trust me, I know you. I listen to you all the time, so I know how troubled you are this morning.
What is his problem?
He has first of all, he has family trouble. He has trouble with the wife this morning, possibly.
No, I didn't have trouble with that.
Wait a minute, with the book, with everybody you have come in contact with this book, the movie, everything has reached a peak, which you admitted this morning, saying that you're going to see a shrink.
Yeah, so?
You didn't want to. I doubt very much that you wanted to reveal this. But it came out because you're so anxious today. You're using Imus as a whipping boy.
All right, let me tell you something about you and your pop psychology. First of all, you are no different than a yenta who sits at home and analyzes me.
I'm in my office.
No, you're in an office, and I'll tell you something. I wouldn't pay. I don't know what do people pay you for an hour?
Quite a lot.
What is it? Give me the price. Let me hear.
An hour?
Let me have a laugh.
For 55 minutes?
55 minutes.
Upward from 400.
Oh, $400.
For an hour?
Jeez, they must be crazy.
No, she's lying.
I am not lying.
$400.
I will give you my name. I don't want to lose my pay.
No, I don't want to get. I don't want your name.
Okay.
Believe me. If I was you, I'd be embarrassed at those prices. But I'm going to tell you something. I better be cured in one session.
Cured anyone?
Never. I bet you and let me tell you something.
I'm willing to listen.
I wouldn't wipe my ass with your diploma. Where did you go to school?
No, I'm not revealing anything.
Oh, you know why? Because it's probably Adelphi.
Oh, please, Howard.
Where did you go to college? Where did you go to college? Just tell me.
No, I shall not.
Where'd you do your undergrad? Did you get a graduate degree?
Absolutely.
What do you got, an MSW?
I'm not, listen.
You got an MSW, don't
She's
you?
not a doctor or anything, so she got an MSW.
You're not even a doctor.
You're ridiculous this morning.
Did you go to a doctor? Do you have your doctorate?
What did I just tell you?
You don't have a doctorate. I'm going to tell you something about yourself. You are a camp counselor. That's what you are.
All right. See, now, by diverting the subject...
No, okay, I'm going to tell you something.
That I'm right.
I am happy when that idiot dies.
Oh, boy.
And if you're not happy when people die, you're fake. You can't even... You know what? You're in denial.
My husband was listening. I was called in from the hospital to talk to his radio show.
Good. Hey, let me tell you something, honey. He can talk all he wants. He can't beat me. And I'll tell you something. You're in denial, honey. You don't wish anyone dead?
Why am I in denial?
Because you oh, Howard is this, Howard is that. Howard is let me tell you.
Really, I can't believe she's analyzing you from the show.
Yeah, I mean, she's analyzing me from a show. How irresponsible is that?
Well, how can I analyze you? I don't have you as a patient.
So then keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, how could you really think you know anything?
You don't know a thing in the world about me or my wife or my feelings.
Perceptive, and I know that you're troubled.
Now you're bordering on saying you're psychic.
Yeah. Oh, she's with the Psychic Friends Network.
I don't go that far.
All right. Admit that you've never helped anyone, that everyone who goes to you ends up leaving your practice and going on to someone else with a better degree. Why don't you admit that?
No. How could I admit that? First of all, I have the a very, very successful practice
Can you imagine?
in Jersey.
Can you imagine this in Jersey, no less?
Yeah,
Let me tell you something.
In Jersey,
Yeah, believe me, I wouldn't go to a psychologist in Jersey if you paid me $1 million. And let me tell you something else.
Yeah.
The nerve of you to listen to a radio show and do your pop analysis. Have you ever analyzed Bugs Bunny? Have you? You know that's a show, too?
Listen, I don't even feel like kidding with you.
Do you know that's a show,
You're
too?
a depressed man.
I'm not a depressed man. I'm happy. I'm happier than any man on the planet right
What did you
now.
say, depressed and what?
Did you call me a homosexual?
Pardon me?
Did you just say I was a homosexual?
No, I did not. I said the way you shout to everyone that you're so happy about Imus, each word this morning indicates how depressed you yourself are.
Okay,
as
honey.
As a human being, as an entertainer.
Right.
You've reached, highs, and now you're going to be 40 years old, and boy, does that hurt you.
Ah, you bitch.
Boy, are you
Let me tell you something, honey. I got the body of a 20-year-old. How dare you?
Oh, you know what else?
How irresponsible.
Are you calling to help or to hurt him?
And how irresponsible are you? You're trying to crush me.
Yeah, but you know what else you're so depressed about?
I would love to go to you as a psychiatrist. You would sit there and go, hey, you're almost 40, you old bastard.
You know what?
What, do you help your people out on the ledge?
She's no
I
psychiatrist.
would bring this out if you were my patient. You're depressed because you're 40. You're depressed because you have 3 girls.
Oh, boy.
3 girls? Oh, you're insane.
Daughters and not a son.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
These sound like
Wait
your
a second.
problem.
You know what? You're putting all your problems onto me. You know what that's called? What is that called when you put your problems onto someone else? You know? Projection. Not you, Fred.
Fred wants to know.
This is no
You didn't know that
psychiatrist.
He has a degree, too.
So
Fred is right. It's called projection.
Fighting. Your father belittling you.
Let me tell you something
very
about
upset.
it. No, let me tell you something about this.
I'm not upset. I'm just telling. I'm glad.
Let me tell you something about this slob on the phone. I'll tell you what, she's got an axe to grind in life because she probably, this is her problem. I have no problem having 3 daughters. I'd rather have 3 daughters.
So, you liar.
You stinking bitch. If I got my hands around your throat, I'd choke you. Come down here now so I could choke you and bang your head against the wall.
The truth hurts.
No, the truth is not, that is not the truth. And for you to insult my daughters like that on the air, if I had my hands around your throat, I'd choke you right now and bang your friggin' head against the wall. What do you think of that? I'd take you and put you right through a window.
Therapist are you? Is this what happens in your office?
Robin, let me take care of this. Here's your analysis.
Everything you're saying to me proves that I am right.
Take you. I would rip your hair out of your head, you old witch. You know what sucks? You can't even get laid by your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you have. When's the last time you got laid?
Last night.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah?
Yeah, with what?
What do you mean?
I said, with what? Stevie Wonder?
Well, see, that's...
Truth is, you're frigid. I can hear it in your voice. And you know what? You probably have daughters, and you're uptight about it, so you're projecting it onto me.
No, I have 3 sons, and I know how it feels not to have a girl, okay?
Oh, so you're giving him your problem.
That's your problem, sweetie.
Okay, maybe I
That's not my problem. You ask my wife. I love my 3 little girls.
Okay, but I would have liked to have a daughter.
Yeah, and just because you hate your last son, honey, you don't have to sit there and take it out on me. I love my last daughter, and you hate your son. You resent him.
I was disappointed.
You resent him.
That, and so was my husband. We were both very, very disappointed.
And let me tell you something. When you tell me that you're disappointed because you had a son, you're a sick, sick, evil woman. You have a real severe mental problem. And like most psychiatrists and psychoanalysts, you are a sick woman. And like most psychologists, you have your own sick little agenda and your own sick little problems that you project onto anyone else. And God forbid the people who get in touch with you, because you will make them as sick as you are.
I was going to ask you, are you getting some help?
You need help, honey. I hope you're seeing a shrink. I shut her up, didn't I?
Yeah.
Where are you now? Where are you now?
You really need to see someone.
Go jump out a window.
Where'd she go?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, boy.
She knows what I'm talking about. She's ruined more
people. You really ought to be talking to someone on your own.
I haven't ruined anybody. I just simply, in that one aspect,
you are a
sick... with you, with the 3 daughters.
No. You
identify... to have a daughter, okay?
No, listen to me. Listen to me. You don't even hear yourself. I want you to tape. I'm going to tape this. I'm going to send this tape to you. You are a disturbed woman.
What tape?
A tape of this show, because you're a disturbed woman.
Of your show?
Yeah, because you need to hear yourself. I've never heard a sicker woman.
I wish you could analyze yourself. You should listen back and analyze yourself.
Trying to turn it around.
And your 3rd son will be so gay from you rejecting him.
You're switching this around.
Because I'm a master at this. I reveal the sickness, and even someone as sharp as you, I reveal how sick you are to my audience.
You spew all this hatred.
No, you spew hatred. Listen to you. You hate your 3rd son. He disappointed you.
How did I
Because he didn't have a vagina. He didn't have a vagina.
I was honest enough to reveal to you.
No, you're not honest. That's a sick thought.
Yes, I was disappointed.
I am not disappointed that I have 3 daughters. What do you think of that? I'm healthier than you are.
Nobody else believes it.
Well, you don't have to believe it. I know what's deep in my heart. I look at my little daughter and I'm proud. Not like you, you sick evil woman.
Howard, so you'll maybe try to get to believe.
And I got news for you. There's a lot more sickness to you than just this thing with your son. You've got a lot more sickness going on inside of you.
Do you talk to someone?
Do you have a psychiatrist that you see?
Yes, I do.
Good, because you better go rush over to see him. Because you sound like a nut.
And there's another revelation, that I admit that I have a psychiatrist I consult with.
Yeah,
now,
well...
How would you be that honest with me? You wouldn't be. Everything I said to you this morning is true.
No, it's not.
I said everything true to you, Howard.
You know why you're cracking up, sweetheart? Because everything you said was wrong. You are not even a good psychoanalyst.
No, that's
you are not even a good psychoanalyst. You are wrong about everything.
That's where you are so
You are so wrong. And you know what? You're not so smart. Everything I've said on the air, I've been more honest than any radio personality in the world.
No, there's a lot of times when you're not honest.
Oh, yeah, name one, honey. Oh, about my 3 daughters?
Yeah. Why didn't you, when she was born, say, you know, I am a little disappointed. I really was.
Because I didn't feel that.
Son.
I didn't feel that.
Don't you dare lie.
I don't feel it.
No, you were disappointed. Everybody else knows that.
No, they don't. Robin, do I
Excuse me, miss, does everybody have your feelings?
Yeah.
Yes.
She feels that the whole world experiences what she experiences.
Now I understand.
You are a very sick woman, and if you are really telling the truth that you are a psychologist, you are so sick that you think the whole world experiences what you experience is almost you're almost egomaniacal.
That's a grandiose fantasy.
It really is. You think that the whole world revolves around you. You're a sick woman.
I feel that it does.
And I am appealing to the New Jersey board or commission that governs these psychologists.
Voice, I hope.
If there's anyone who can identify this woman, she should be removed and disbarred from whatever it is she does in life.
I hope that doesn't happen.
I mean, for goodness sakes.
I hope that
You're a very evil woman.
I shouldn't have maybe made this call.
No, you shouldn't have because you're
Are you
sick.
thinking about what you're doing
now? I did this call because I just hate the mere fact that you are so mean to Imus.
Oh, come on, honey.
What did he ever do to you?
Want to know what he's done to me?
You know, the word
he steals from me. When they steal from you, you know you're allowed to shoot a man if he steals from you? How come I'm not allowed to shoot a man that steals from me, honey? Why is it we're allowed to, when people steal your personality and ideas?
You know who you stole? I know who you stole from.
You wicked witch of Jersey.
Now, see, you don't want to hear this, do you?
Oh, who's the guy on TV I steal from? Name the guy. I want to know.
Right. I just wish I could. And in fact, even Robin one time alluded to it on the air.
Yeah, Robin alluded to it.
You really like this guy. Now, and
Soupy Sales.
He's on television. Oh, I hate that. Stanley Siegel.
Stanley Siegel.
I never even saw Stanley
He's another
Siegel.
guy that sat on the couch with the psychiatrist.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you know what?
One of your clients?
You know what, ma'am? You've revealed now the truth. I developed my entire career around the life of Stanley Siegel.
Your entire career.
You mocky.
Oh,
what is it, Gary?
The psychotherapy community is jamming off phone lines.
Yes.
And on the other line is an accredited psychologist.
All right.
Says
Now,
there's no way this woman can be a psychologist.
Yeah, unfortunately, she probably is.
Let me tell you about psychologists. Anyone who wants to be...
Bitch, I'm in trouble now.
Nah, you're not in trouble, honey. Unfortunately, people like you never...
You know, you son of a bitch, Howard. I'm in trouble now because, and you know, I can even see the 2 people looking in the office door over here.
You're not... You can't possibly be a psychiatrist. You cannot possibly be a psychiatrist. You've got to be putting me on. You must be an actress.
Oh, man.
She's putting me on.
I hope she is.
Hey, here, let's get this guy on. Hey, you a psychiatrist?
Yes, I am.
Or a psychologist.
Can this woman be for real?
This woman is obviously not for real. I think she may have learned her trade by watching Fraser Crane on Cheers, possibly, but she's obviously not a psychologist.
You hear what he just said?
I heard what he just said, but...
Hey, ma'am, are you still there?
Yep.
Do you hear what he said? You're not even behaving yourself properly. Whoa, hey, honey, don't you start using F words.
You know what? I really...
Look, Howard, I'm sorry I called, and if this is going to get me...
Then leave me, then hang up and leave me alone.
With my practice because of you.
Well, then leave me alone. Why are you calling me?
Don't blame Howard for what you do.
I just was honest here for a minute with you.
All right, so you were honest.
With you.
What?
I was being honest and telling you how I felt.
Yes, but you're accusing me.
And do this to me on the air.
But you're accusing me of being...
I am not. I'm telling you how I feel.
Oh, man. Now you're gonna...
And you know, if any...
Well, now you're making me feel bad.
Who is this, Mrs. David Letterman?
Are you...
If I have any suffering to do in my practice...
Oh, stop it already.
You practice. Who told you to call?
Who told you to call me?
Fine, because I wanted to... I didn't want to... Wait a minute. You asked John, you asked Gary. I called
Oh, my goodness.
don't want to be on the air.
So then don't come on the air with me. Hang up. Who asked you to be on the air with me?
And they said, go let Howard talk to you for a minute.
Oh, let Howard talk to you.
Everybody's in control of you. I thought you were the psychologist.
Yeah, I should be a psychologist.
I better hang up now.
Yeah, really. And stop doing pop psychology to me.
Oh, boy, I'm in trouble. I'm going to hang up. And
You're not in trouble. You know what the problem is? Nobody ever gets in trouble. That's the problem in our society. No one's in trouble.
Howard, look,
All right, maybe you got carried away.
When is your next patient coming?
Yeah, you got to go to your next patient.
Sure, you're right.
You have appointments to see.
I think you ought to call that guy you're talking to and get yourself calmed down.
Yeah, you need to calm down.
What's that? Hold on a minute.
Hold on, wait a second. I'll tell you something. This is cuckoo. Have you ever heard such nonsense?
Oh.
She called me.
Yeah, and then she's screaming at you if you get me in trouble.
Yeah, how am I getting her in trouble? She's the one doing all the talking.
She's amazing.
Okay.
All right, do you calm down now?
Look, Howard, I got to hang up, man. I shouldn't have done this.
All right, well...
And anybody know, but like that, anyway, how are they going to prove it's my voice?
Exactly.
Yeah, really.
Who's going to be able to prove it?
You've got it out clearly now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. What a nutty
Wow.
one. Now, hold on, this other psychiatrist is here. I got a wall-to-wall psychiatrist.
But Howard,
Yeah.
quickly, every psychotherapist would also have an analyst that they see, because every day we're inundated with people's problems. If we were not able to vent it on somebody else, we'd all be crazy.
I tell you something. I think the whole lot of you are crazy.
Okay, but the woman who's saying that it's revelation that she has a therapist is ridiculous, because every therapist would have a therapist. They'd have a friend who they can just talk to and say, look, this girl was molested by her father when she was 3 years old, and it's horrible, and I need to tell you.
Hey, Robin, can you imagine the therapist I go see?
Oh, what he's going to be able to tell.
I'll reduce him to tears.
I want to do therapy on him.
I'll reduce him to tears in 5 minutes.
I want to see him.
Get over here, you son of a bitch. Get over here. What's the matter with you? How dare you? Come here. Come here. Come here.
But this woman, I've never heard a so-called therapist get into a fight where she's trying to analyze somebody.
Well, that was good.
All right, Howard.
Well, because I expose people for what they are.
And what about that revelation that she does feel that everybody feels what she feels?
It's very Freudian, because she's motivated by sex right now. I think she's actually in love with Howard.
Maybe.
And she's venting right now. That's the only way she can get her true feelings out.
Let me say something here, Professor. I got to tell you something. Never mind all that hocus pocus. I got to tell you something. Years ago, my wife was a what they call professional yenta, Masters of Social Work, Columbia.
Yeah.
And I used to see some of the ladies that would go into this. Now, some of them wouldn't even get their masters. They would just hang a shingle up.
Sure.
And these were women with more problems than anyone I'd ever seen. And I got to tell you something. The whole profession is wacky.
Well, I don't necessarily think that just because you have problems you can't help somebody else. But you got to keep it in check.
Me, I'm so damn normal, I can't take it.
Well, why are you going to see a psychiatrist?
The pressure of the job. Just to make sure I'm normal.
Howard, you're very normal.
Check.
Thank you, my friend.
You're very normal.
All right, and have a good day with your patients.
Thank you, sir.
Very good. I hope you help a lot of people.
Bye-bye.
I'll tell you, after that woman, I'm going to end up in the funny farm.
That was the most hysterical phone call we've ever had.
All right, I got to take a break because I got to go calm down.